What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Boozer here. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully the audio in this video is a little bit better than the previous ones. Again, thank you guys so much for understanding. It is a work in progress, but I think we are past that now. So thank you guys so much for dealing with that. Anyways, in this video here, we're going to be talking about a couple videos that I just actually watched, and we're going to give my reactions on that and maybe give you guys a little bit of food for thought yourselves. So let's jump right into it. All right, so first of all, happy 2025 to some of you guys out there. If I haven't already caught you guys, it's a good time to make resolutions. And what better resolution, or what could be the biggest resolution for most people playing Raid right now, is to actually stop spending. So the big thing that's actually happened here is that yesterday, some of the biggest content creators, actually two of the biggest spenders that are content creators, basically said, hey, I'm not spending in the game anymore for whatever amount of time. It could be a month, it could be forever. You know, you see a lot of this at the beginning of the year, and I think it's a very admirable resolution, especially for the start of the new year. And what I'm referring to here is actually these two videos by Mr. Papa Drock and Mr. Ash himself. So you see here Papa Drock saying, I'm not spending a dime in Raid in January and maybe longer, and Ash saying, I'm not spending to start 2025. So make sure you guys check out those videos. I'm not going to go into each of them in detail in this video because this is a little bit of a different format, not a pure reaction video, of course, but I want to make some comments about these type of resolutions and make sure you guys have some actionable, achievable goals. So first things first, obviously, like as a free-to-play player, by free-to-play I mean I have not spent any money in this game at all. You know, my comment and my experience is going to be different from obviously Ash and Big Papa Drock. Like I said, two of the biggest content creator spenders in the game or in the program. So these guys basically, they have certain things about the game that they don't like, and I totally agree with them. Mainly they were citing things like low-hanging fruit, like things that need to be changed, like for example the market needs to be changed because it's basically useless for anybody outside of like a 1 week old player. Personally, I still get stuff from the market just because, you know, that's the free-to-play way. You just pick up mystery shards so that you have a good stack of mystery shards so that you can complete events and so forth. But you know, that's something that I just do. I'm sure lots of people do it as well, just for even in endgame mode. But there's lots of features in the game that are definitely outdated and require some work from Plarium. Plarium just does not bother doing them at all. For example, Drock mentioned things like upgradable buildings, which would be cool. Upgradable market. The only thing that's upgradable in this entire bastion is this gem mine. It's upgradable. Yes, it's great for resources. And then it pays itself back after a certain amount of time. So if you invest in this game for any long period of time, the gem mine is a great investment. After that, you can upgrade this, but things like upgrading this building, upgrading this, maybe you can craft, more efficiently. Maybe you can get higher chances at crafting higher material, higher grade gear, for example. That would be nice. Maybe you could have something here, even upgrading the portal, for example, right? But upgradable buildings to give them more attributes or give you a bigger boost would be nice. They both mentioned gripes with Hydra. Now, Hydra is, going to be some problems, right? Because Hydra was fixed, broken, fixed, broken. They're still waiting for a fix, right? Because they said they were going to fix the multi-attack and ally attack stuff. So that's one of the gripes there, of course. There's also going to be gripes at an end game level where obviously champion acquisition, empowerment, all these things that basically creep up accounts are just a little bit out of whack, right? Even for big spenders, it gets kind of crazy. So things like that, and then obviously like the pull rates. Ash mentioned that he spent, I don't know what amount, ungodly amount of money buying mythicals, and he didn't pull a single mythical after, I don't know, 100 mythicals, I think. Make sure you guys check out this video. Just absurd amounts of money, right? Like that's probably like a $500 pull minimum, assuming you get everything at the best cost possible. I don't know why they're selling me 5 pieces of this guy. I already have him. That's kind of funny. But so basically what they're griping with, I 100% agree with what, they're saying, what the issues are with the game. And there are issues with this game. This is a great game. It looks great. It's a great looking game, right? That's the first thing that goes on with Raid and Plarium. It's a great looking game. The champions look great. The animations look great. The bosses look great. Everything about the game looks great. It's the leader in the game for a reason. It has many players, like so much money being dumped into it. People that say that game's up and coming trying to beat Raid, it's unlikely. Just because of the scale and depth of Raid. There's so much stuff in Raid that you could literally not outspend this game. Like you could pick up this game and be like the godliest spender and not outspend this game just by starting the game. Whereas in other games, I can see people getting kind of bored of it if they completely whale out. So let's say Raid is like a bottomless well of money that you can throw into. Let's say that. Whereas like other games, you can kind of throw like a ton of money into it and then kind of, reach the end game and then be kind of done with the game. Whereas Raid, it just feels like it's a bottomless pit. And this is where I think spenders, especially big spenders, have a huge problem. This game is a bottomless pit, and you cannot outspend this game because you cannot, you probably cannot outspend the highest spender unless you are literally the highest spender, in which case you are probably outspending everyone at a crazy rate, and that's why you are the highest spender in the game. But you can't outspend in this game. So where do you draw the line? Where do people draw the line? Right? So Ash and Big Papa Drock, they're trying to draw the line here for January, at least to start the year off. I wish them the best of luck. The thing is with spenders, I speak for spenders, like from watching spenders over the years, especially the bigger spenders, it's very difficult for them to go cold turkey, no spending, because eventually their playstyle will catch up to them. They will run out of resources that they never thought they would run out because they were spending before. They run out of shards, they run out of energy, they run out of gems, all these things because they're accustomed to a certain playstyle. You're accustomed to high amounts of shards whenever you want. You're not really saving them. You're really just waiting for the next event, and the probability of you pulling your shards is probably pretty high. You're not really saving things like soul stones. You just expect them to kind of show up, right? Because you're a spender. So things like completely cutting yourself off from spending will be extremely difficult. I think this is a very strong challenge for Ash and Big Papa Drock to basically take it upon themselves to basically say no spending. It's significantly easier if you're a light spender. Let's say you spend $10 a month. Let's say you go into the shop, you spend $10 a month. Let's say you buy, I don't know, the gem pack. Where's the month? I don't even know where the monthly gem pack is. I don't even know where the monthly gem pack is. Sorry guys, this is how it is. So there's the monthly gem pack. So if you guys are $10 a month spending the monthly gem pack, if I cut this off from you guys, honestly, you probably would not feel this. You would not feel this. If you said, hey, I'm not going to spend any money in this game anymore, I'm going to stop my monthly gem pack, you probably wouldn't feel the loss of this because of how this gem pack works, because it trickles in, right? It trickles in every day. It doesn't really hurt you that much. Whereas if you're a spender and you're adding massive amounts of resources to your account, and basically whenever, you don't really need to overly activate, parts of the game that other people are playing, such as conserving or spending resources at certain times. Just something to be aware of if you're a big spender looking to cut back. I definitely recommend maybe trying to cut back significantly instead of cutting back cold turkey. Try to change your kind of gameplay, adjust your gameplay slightly so that your gameplay probably needs to increase slightly so that you can pick up some of the rewards like energy, even things like accumulating books, right? Like you're working towards like your sacred shard, you're working towards your legendary book. Spenders probably skip the dailies, right? They probably skip the dailies. They don't care. It's just a book after 30 days. But even something like this, if you're committed to not spending, it takes a big commitment, right? Like you can not spend for a month, right? Like that. It's kind of like you need that dopamine hit. And 1 month, maybe you can survive. But if you are serious about not spending or cutting back your spending, you need to have some kind of longer term plan. And it cannot just be, hey, Raid is not doing certain things that I want them to do, and that's why I'm not going to spend. I don't think that's a strong enough reason to compel you to stop spending. And I fully support whether you spend or not spend in this game. It's totally up to you. This is a game, right? People play this game for fun, for entertainment. If you want to spend money in the game for entertainment, chalk it up for entertainment. If you, like, for example, if you go to the casino for $200 and you blow it with your boys, have some drinks, whatever, that's entertainment. It's gone, right? Same thing with this game. If you want to spend a couple $100 in this game, you know, as long as you cover your other responsibilities, then no problem, right? Like that's totally healthy. That's just money being spent for entertainment. Of course, some people won't see it that way. They can see that couple hundred going to something else, for example, but that's different. That's totally different. That's prioritizing certain things. So as long as your responsibilities are taken care of, then whatever. This is just disposable income, right? But like I said, if you're serious about cutting back on spending, you need to have some kind of actionable plan. And one of the biggest actionable plans, is basically you have to increase or change the way you play. You can't have things go to the wayside, for example, like dailies, getting your legendary book, getting your monthly sacred, doing your clan boss. Some people don't even do their clan boss because they don't even bother, you know, logging in. For me, like I'm logging in, I'm doing all the clan boss. You see this? Easy, normal, hard. I'm doing every single one because you know what? In normal and hard difficulty, you can pick up a void shard. And to me, that's incredibly valuable, picking up a void shard. Even if it's only like 1 or 2 a month, I still do all that stuff. I do all my keys. I do all my Curse City stuff. Even though Curse City is extremely hard, I do it all. I do the Siege stuff, even though Siege is kind of like untapped potential, to be honest. Siege is just really, really meh right now. I do all my Doom Tower keys. So all my keys get used up. So they become silver resources when I do crafting sessions. I never let my resources cap out, so I never hit 10,000 Magi steel. And this is just free silver, right? This keeps me topped up for silver. I don't even do spider for silver. Because if I need to do some kind of big whatever gearing session, I have all these saved up and I'm ready to go. So like I said, guys, it's really difficult for spenders to go basically cold turkey for a long period of time. For a short period of time, yes. But for a long period of time, you need kind of an actionable plan. And hopefully I gave you guys a little bit to think about if you guys are planning to do a similar resolution. I definitely kind of implore you guys to try it as a challenge to yourself. See if it's actually possible. See if it's actually as easy or as difficult as it seems. For me, I think it's extremely difficult for people. And from what I've seen and experienced from spenders, they're more likely to quit this game than to totally stop spending in this game. So this is exactly what I see when I see Drock and Ash committing to 2025. I'm going to stop spending for January and beyond. I see them closer to quitting the game of Raid than they will be of completely going cold turkey, spending $0 in this game. So I would unfortunately expect them to kind of go back to their spending ways or maybe greatly reduced. But it would take a little bit of inner self-reflection on what they, you know, intend to get out of this game in the end, for them to really change their spending habits. And I think this can be kind of brought onto yourselves as well. It takes a little bit of inner reflection, so on yourself, on your own spending habits, and what you really want to get out of this game to really have some actionable change. For me, as somebody that has never spent money in this game before, I feel and see all of these issues with the game. However, it doesn't impact me. And I do not feel as attached to this game in that negative way as I do that I feel monetary players probably feel. They probably feel more invested in this game because obviously they are more invested in this game monetarily. But I've invested time in this game. And I feel like even though they have negative things about this game, I feel like it's workaroundable. Whereas if people have spent money in this game, they might just be out of patience with waiting for Plarium to act appropriately. So that's kind of like my short and sweet about everything. Hopefully I brought you guys a little bit of attention in terms of how you probably need to have some kind of self-reflection, what you want to get out of this game, some kind of actionable long-term plan, not a short-term plan, because it's easy to say I'm going to quit for a month and then go back to it. And honestly, it's going to come down to what type of person you are in terms of your personality type, how likely you are to kind of relapse and go back to your spending ways. And if for some people, this game is just not for you. We all know it's a very predatory game, and maybe brand new players don't know that, but this game definitely targets you and it preys on your weaknesses sometimes. You notice how packs pop up when you're low on silver, when you're low on gems, when you spend all your shards and then shard packs pop up. That's the game. They know exactly what you are hurting for, and they'll try to get that money out of you just to give you those resources. So like I said, guys, make sure you guys, take a deeper look at it and don't just say as a, airy like 2025 resolution. Make sure you guys self-reflect. Make sure you guys take a deep look at Raid, what you guys want to get out of it, how you guys envision yourselves playing the game. Hopefully this channel and myself have given you guys additional strategies and ways of playing the game without having to spend as much money. I know sometimes it's not perfect for everybody, and you know, it's not a play style that everybody can play, right? And it's not a play style that everyone likes to play or wants to play. But hopefully it gives you guys an alternative and maybe some suggestions and solutions for what you guys are going through. Anyways, guys, hopefully your 2025 resolutions are going great. This is not a knock video against anybody. Like I said, spenders, not spenders, we all play the same game. We all have the same goals in the game, guys. We all want to play and have fun, improve, make progress. So anyways, guys, let's all play Raid together. Have a great day. Have a great 2025 and all that stuff. Thanks a lot for watching. Appreciate your time as always, and I'll see you guys in the next video.